but looks really good today. What a waste. What a waste. We're at the park. We're gonna try to wake up and go play. God knows I need to. I hope that my service is not messing up. There we go. Shoes. Socks. Shoes. I guess I'll make this later. Socks. Ouch. I cannot be the only person on earth that gets extremely disappointed by everybody. I can't be the only one that goes through this. Is it because I'm like, am I autistic? Is that what it is? That I mean, for real, am I like high functioning but low patience tism? Seriously. Like, I do not understand why I have such a disconnect with people. I hate them. They disgust me. Every time I get around somebody, it pisses me off even more. I cannot understand what the fuck. And I just want to be clear that it's not me. I wish I could say, you know, it's me, I'm the problem. No. It's simply that people do not behave and operate the way that I do. That's it. It's as simple as that. And where does this come from? Like, when did I start functioning at this level to absolutely demand respect? Like, that's where the disconnect in society is coming from. I have more respect for people than they have for me. And when people don't have respect, it sets me the fuck off. I am just constantly, supremely disappointed by everyone I come in contact with. It is exhausting. People just steal my fucking energy and they rob me blind. They rob me fucking blind of my energy, my effort, my emotion, my kindness. And they only get worse. You would think that people change and they get better, but no, they only get worse. This disrespect, this loyalness, this rudeness, it only gets worse. That's an intrinsic characteristic to treat someone like shit. Never have I ever. That's internal. That's a characteristic of a person. I mean, people just really are so self-centered. So self-centered. So self-centered. So I need to get my mind back on track because, you know, I gotta get my mind back on track. Some Minos energy water. So we're gonna work out. I'm literally shaking from how angry I am. I'm looking for a cliff. I could never treat people like they treat me. And something, the older I get, something that really bothers me is when people play stupid. I was talking about this last week. You ever, I don't know, like for instance, like you know that your grandma creeps on your Facebook page, but then you come to Christmas dinner and your grandma's like acting stupid about what's going on in your life, even though your grandma clearly stalks your Facebook page. She knows what you have going on, but she plays stupid. I can't stand somebody like that. That is so fake. Why are you being fake? Like, the evasiveness, oh, that pisses me off. It pisses me off so bad. How much more fake can you be than to be evasive as hell? Like, you're trying to tell a white lie. You know what I mean? When people are not forthcoming and straight to the point, and they want to cut around corners and be evasive, that's somebody that is secretive. They're probably hiding shit, and they probably lie a lot. Honest people are straight to the fucking point. That's one thing I love about myself, man. Us Sagittariuses are truth tellers, and we're straight to the point. We're blunt. We ain't got shit to hide. Matter of fact, we can't stand for there to be an elephant in the room. And we're not the type of people that will act like, you know, that will just ignore the elephant in the room. We're not going to ignore it. We're going to confront it. People are just so fake. This is the world now. The world as we knew it is gone. People are self-motivated. They lie. That's just the way it is. It's unfortunate. I really just, every time I come in contact with anyone, it doesn't matter if it's a simple text exchange, I am extremely disappointed to a point that it affects me emotionally. This is why I stay away from people, because I operate on a whole nother level. Like, whole nother level. I feel things. I can feel other people's feelings. So, if I care about someone, I don't want to upset them. And matter of fact, if I care about someone, I have their best interest at heart. It's so weird how you will be that person that always has everyone around you's best interest at heart, but not one person has your best fucking interest at heart. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to use you as their rock. And the craziest part is like, I'm actually fucking homeless. Like my life is crumbling right now. And it's exhausting for everyone to want me to be their fucking rock. I'm done. It's exhausting. Every person I come in contact with just disappoints me massively, to a point that it affects me. You know, deep down though, you know when a person is good or bad. So, at the end of the day, if you allow people back into your life, or you communicate with people, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, because you already knew that this person was a horrible person. They've constantly disappointed you. They've constantly stomped on your fucking heart. They constantly lied to you. They've constantly cheated. They've constantly, you know at the end of the day that these people are horrible, and you let them back in, and they just disappoint you and disappoint you and disappoint you. And matter of fact, as I was about to say, any kind of behavior that someone that disappoints you on a regular, like if they lie, that's only going to get worse the older they get. And matter of fact, they get better at lying. These qualities that people have, to cheat, to lie, to steal, to be disrespectful, they only get worse with age, because most people unfortunately, are incapable of even admitting that they have a problem. They don't hold the level of awareness to take accountability for their actions in their relationships, whether it's a mother-father relationship or a romantic relationship. People are incapable of taking accountability. It's just the way that it is. So unless they acknowledge that they have a problem with being disrespectful or something like that, whatever their issue is, and we all have issues, there's no fixing that. And more often than not, people just deny, and they won't take accountability, and those problems only get worse with age. It's crazy. People just really disappoint me. It sucks. It sucks. You know, no one has ever treated me the way that I deserve to be treated. And I'm not talking about, I don't need no Queen Pharaoh shit, you know. I'm talking about a baseline of fucking respect. Like, have I only fucked with losers? Probably. I don't think so, but you never know someone's intention. You really don't. Not until you're with them for a long time, and then it starts to reveal itself. But no one has ever been to me what I've been to them. Ever. And I done had the police circling me since I pulled up here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what are they doing. I'm about to get out and work out, so they don't like me being over here because I live out of a car. And so they come through and they try to assert power by vulturing around me, trying to get me to move. I'm at a park. Where else do you want me to go? Don't really have many options, officer. Like, and that's another thing. I'm literally going through so much. And everybody that I know acts like it's not a big deal. They act like, oh, I'll figure it out. Like, I'm literally about to be living on the fucking street. And people won't even acknowledge my situation. They act like the situation is not what it is. It's crazy. I feel like I'm being gaslit by everybody. It sucks. It leaves me feeling like I can't trust people, because that's blatantly lying. Like, if you can't acknowledge the situation with me getting my truck repossessed, if you can't even say, oh yeah, you need to make a plan or something, you don't give a fuck about me. I'm just so... Is everybody like this? Is this just how it is? Like, I just need to know. Like, for real. Is everybody just... Is there only just, like, you know, 1 out of 10 of us out here actually operating the way that we're fucking supposed to as humans? Because I feel really lonely when all of the people that I meet are the same fucking carbon copy. It's nonstop. It's exhausting. To have all these people say they care about you and their actions don't match. Like, and then people wonder why I want nothing to do with them. And they want to label me the bad guy. It's like, wait a second. You couldn't even talk to me like a friend. You couldn't even talk to me like you like me. Like, every time you talked to me, you were being rude or disrespectful. I don't get it. Why do people think that they can treat you with the lowest form of fucking respect, but you're supposed to treat them with the utmost respect and jump at their fucking beck and call? But they don't even have consideration for your time. Like, I hate people. I really do. I hate people. All I know is I don't deserve none of this shit. I never do. And it is exhausting being a good person. It really is. People are so emotionless, cold and distant. That they're bordering on narcissism. You have to have emotion and attachment, and if you don't, you're not taking other people's feelings and emotion into consideration. If you're not conscious of how your actions impact other people's lives, and you're toying with people, that makes you a fucking narcissist. Like, that is some evil ass shit. To be so self-centered that you completely ignore other people's feelings and how you treat them and how it affects them. I could never do that shit to somebody. People are just so fucking cold and soulless. The person I fucking meet is incapable of talking about anything fucking meaningful. It's all surface level bullshit. What's the weather? Like, how fake can it get? Not much more fake. I mean, they're just soulless fucking beings out here walking around with no passion or love or kindness. They're just fucking robots. Self-motivated by lust and fucking addiction and fucking instant gratification. It's exhausting. I feel like I'm living on another like, it's like hell on earth for me every fucking day, dealing with these soulless fucking vultures. And I just don't know how people can have a conscience and treat other people like that. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they don't. I've never done the shit to people that they have done to me. And somehow I get marked as a child abuser. I get marked as the problem in society. I get marked the ex-con, ex-drug addict. My life is falling apart. But when I look around, I'm the only motherfucker out here with a soul. And it is exhausting. Sometimes I forget my mission. But I didn't forget today. I didn't forget today. I can't allow people to be disrespectful. I can't allow people to just walk all over me like a lot of people do. I refuse to let anyone degrade me and mistreat me. It's kind of crazy how many people that say that they care about you are just so willing to do that, though. They'll absolutely crush your fucking soul and not even fucking think twice about it. It's crazy. Shit like that's not going to make me harder, though. And if anything, it's just teaching me how you can't trust anyone. Can't trust anyone. The world is getting so bad. These people have fallen so far from God. You can't trust anyone. It's crazy to me how I don't know. It's crazy to me how dumb some people are too. Like, people really think that they can just continuously disrespect you and you're just going to allow it. Like, I guess when you put your foot down and you like step away, they'll finally see. But probably not. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Do people learn from their mistakes like that? I don't know. I heard a clinical talk one time. She said that the only time that somebody changes their behavior for disrespect, or let's say somebody was a cheater, right? The only time that that person will reform that behavior is if the loss of the significant that they cheated on was so great that they actually reform that behavior in the next relationship. But with the current partner that they cheated on, it would never happen. Once a cheater, always a cheater. They'll continuously cheat. Now, I don't know if that's true, but the psychology part is that the loss of the person is it impacts the psyche. You know, the loss of the person impacts that person so significant that they change the pattern of cheating in the next relationship by staying faithful and monogamous. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I mean, it makes sense, I guess. I've never known anybody to ever change. Everybody I know that had a bad behavior, it only got worse as the age got worse. And you know, unfortunately, you don't see a lot of people change. They just don't. Unfortunately, people can change, but a lot of people don't change. Where's the key? And I'm not saying that to sound cynical. I'm saying that to say, like, I don't know, man. It's just the truth. How many people you see down get clean? Not many. Not many of them make it. I think some guy commented on my page yesterday and said, like, 2 out of 10 people make it out of addiction. That's only like 20%, homie. So that's not that much. That's not that much. Smells like mothballs out here. Damn, what these old people been doing out here? It sure does. It smells like grandma's linen closet. It's on 100. Is that fertilizer or something like that? Jesus. Are they expecting like a moth migration or something? Jesus. It's so thick in the air you can taste it. Oh, they got cameras here. I didn't know that. I guess that's good. I ain't been able to eat lately either. I've been so stressed out. I had protein for breakfast. Just a shake. I don't even know what's going on in the world. I guess I've been wrapped up in my own shit. I ain't really like looked at nothing. I have content I need to look up, and my mood's been so off. I get so excited and then I get so let down. People are just fucking cruel. It's just what it is. Jesus Christ, this phone. Damn, I put an earphone in and I didn't even cut my music on. I know, you know you're having a bad day when you're not even listening to music. You're just on silence. Mute. The mind is, I mean, it ain't on mute. That's the problem. Let's do this. What is that? Just in the park. When? It's not an event? Okay. I thought it was an event. Probably should work out today, but sometimes I just want to scream. Can I just go scream? I'm hungry. I mean, I really wonder if everybody thinks that everybody is so nice and kind to me, so when they see me, they're just rude and mean as shit. There's a whole, like, theory on that. So yeah, I really wonder if people have this false illusion of me having some privileged fucking life, and so when they see me, they treat me like shit intentionally. I really wonder. All I know is I can never treat people the way they do me. Never have I ever. Is that clip? Did I not grab it? No. I'm trying to face falling back. I need a haircut. Get on my nerves. Almost put my elbow in it. Damn, what's going on with the Karen Reed trial? Are they gonna let her out or what? Are they gonna do another mistrial? I don't like that judge. She seems crooked as hell. That female judge on the Karen Reed trial, she seems very dirty. Dirty. Jesus Christ. Hand me the clippers. So it looks like the jury had like 4 questions for the court. So they come out of deliberations to ask the court 4 questions about the Karen Reed trial. One of the questions is the same question that ended the last trial in a mistrial. It doesn't look like they've come to a plan, a resolution. Damn, I'm sore. Oh, I just realized how sore I am. Holy mackerel, my hamstrings. Neck clip. I don't feel like much working out today. How far did I go? Oh, I didn't even start my watch. Well, I'm glad everybody's happy they can come and fuck up my day. Hope it makes them happy. I swear to God, fucking, they love torturing me. People just want to come into my life and just fucking try to make me miserable. Time and time again, same motherfuckers, carbon copies. Like fucking clones, I swear to God. I feel so fucking alone when you're not a crappy ass individual. You know what I mean? It does. It makes you feel very alone because these motherfuckers are playing games and shit and like toying with your emotions and trying to get a reaction and, you know, evasive, not clear, not honest, not forthcoming, childish, you know? It's exhausting. You get to a certain point in life, I think when you reach maturity, you know, you hold a different level of respect for your friends and your family and the people that you have in your circles, you know? You show up more. You operate differently, you know? You're like, I don't know. I guess, you know, like when you're 19, 20 years old, you're kind of doing your own thing. You're not as responsible as you are at, you know, 35, 40, you know? And I just feel like when you reach that point of like maturity, there's no excuse for certain behavior. But yet so many adults behave the exact same way. It's crazy. It's crazy. They say that there's millions of narcissists out here. I don't know. You can have narcissistic traits without the personality disorder. So, you know, they said that the worldwide internet was going to make these things worse. So it's so interesting that people are so disconnected. You know, they're emotionless. They're kind of like soulless zombies out here walking around. It's weird. I blame the internet, but also I blame society for not holding people accountable. I've never been so fucking disrespected in my life. It's just unbelievable how people don't change. They don't learn shit. They don't learn shit. Once you walk away from a friendship or a family member or a relationship, don't walk back. You've already learned. How many times you want to burn your hand on the stove before you learn that somebody is just a horrible person? How many times do you need to burn your hand? For me, I'm good with once. I cut people out of my life so quickly. because I demand respect and I demand to be treated the way that I treat other people. And that is the bare minimum. I'm not looking for no damn 6'7" fucking, you know, I'm not looking for a man that makes 6 digits. I'm not looking for, you know, I'm not looking for $1 million house. I'm looking for the bare fucking minimum. Be respectful, act like you care, and don't be a fucking loaf. You know, but people are, I think that the internet has ruined them. I think that it's having huge psychological impacts on society in ways that I can't even fathom right now. I'm just scratching the surface, but people are so disconnected internally. They're off mentally. Psychologically, they're like just not even there. It's like people are seriously soulless. Maybe I just come in contact with people that are just complete fucking narcissists. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe I'm just such a fucking empath that I'm aware that the way that people treat me is not good and that I would never treat them that way. Or maybe, you know, it's not that I expect too much. I can promise you that. I expect respect, and that's not even given. Every time I come in contact with people, they're always trying to belittle me. They say backhanded comments. They're being evasive. They're being rude to me. They're asking me personal questions, but I can't ask personal questions. It's weird. It's absolutely weird. It's like, what are you hiding? Or does anybody else feel like they give, and people just take? It's like there's no meeting in the middle anymore. It's like society has built this community of fucking people that they're just fucking vampires. They're vampires. They have complete disregard for your feelings, the things that they say to you. Hell, sometimes they don't even seem like they like you. I'm like, what? Like, why do you want to see me? You don't... I'm sorry. Let me be right back. Let me just scroll. It don't even sound like you like me, but you want to see me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What the fuck? People are crazy, and it's made me crazy. Putting up with this shit, being around people that treat people this way. Shit like this is why I did drugs, because I didn't understand like how somebody could treat somebody this way. I could never do the shit that people have done to me to other people, and I don't. And it's crazy because empaths, they constantly get hooked up with narcissists. They do. It's a fact. It's a fact. People who are genuine, authentic, and kind, and loving, and empathetic, and feel things on a whole nother level than most people, they get hooked up with the worst types of people. And there's a psychological reason for that, but usually it has to do with trauma, and there's trauma bonding. For the life of me, though, it really scares me to think that there's that many fucking narcissists out here. Maybe people just, they don't want to use their conscience, and they just genuinely don't give a fuck. Well, that kind of makes them a narcissist. I just really don't want to believe that everybody I've ever freaking come in contact with was a narcissist, but then why do people behave that way? Time and time again, it's like I run into the same motherfucker over and over. Seriously. I can't even be friends with people because they don't even have respect. Like, you become friends with somebody, you go to lunch one time, and then 2 months later, you hear that Elizabeth over here is done went and told some Facebook group everything y'all did at lunch and was sharing pictures of y'all together and shit. And it's like, that's fake. You don't do that. What you do in confidence with someone else is you and that person's business. I just do things differently. I do things differently. I don't need society's approval on my friendship with so-and-so. That's stupid to value opinions of people that you do not know. Weird. It's just crazy. You can't trust anybody. You really can't. People are just so self-motivated. It's crazy. And then there's a whole nother layer to that being a channel owner. Oh, there's a whole nother layer to that being a channel owner. But I'm talking about people that I specifically know, that I've known for years. They just kind of switched up and got rude when I got a channel. Like, I don't know, man. I think that people have this false illusion of what this channel is and what it's done for me and where it's going to lead me to. And it's crazy because I'm literally like days from not even having a car. So I'm going to be living on the streets and everything's about to change. And so many people know this that I've talked to recently, 3-4 people. And not one of those people that care so much about me, not one of them has brought up the fact that I'm about to be sleeping on the streets and what I'm going to do when I'm sleeping on the streets. And, you know, I'm not looking for anybody's help, but I will say that if it was one of those 3 or 4 people that they were in my shoes, I would at the very least want to know if they have a plan for themselves. Not one person is concerned about that. And people wonder why I'm cold. People wonder why I'm a bitch. People wonder why I don't want to make new connections. People wonder why I have attachment issues. People wonder why I suffer from CPTSD. Because everybody that comes around me lies. Everybody that comes around me lies. Oh, I care so much about you. Doesn't even ask me what's going on with the truck, what that's going to mean for my school. If, you know, I have all of this stuff going on. And it's weird because at the same time, I know all these people watch my channel. They're probably watching right now. And people wonder why I'm a bitch. I ain't no bitch. Y'all are fake as fuck. Been playing me for fucking years like a fiddle. Use my trauma against me. To trauma bond to me. To control me. Sick motherfuckers. I'm so proud of myself. From staying away from evil ass motherfuckers. It's crazy. You know, we all got them friends that'll call and they want to, oh, I'm sick. I'm not feeling good. My husband, da 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 da. They want to cry about their problems to you, but when the shit hits the fan, you ain't got none of them fucking friends around. That's because them ain't your fucking friends. Oh, they're only there when it's convenient for them to cry on your shoulder, but when you need a shoulder to cry on, all of a sudden, where's Waldo? I stopped playing that game like 5 years ago. I cut everybody out of my life. I noticed that all my friends wanted to go out and drink on my fucking dime, meet me at the club, and I'm buying bottles, and they ain't fucking paying for shit, you know, or I'd meet my girlfriends downtown in Charlotte, and I'm picking up the fucking check, and like, no, absolutely not. I've been too kind and too fucking generous. Every friend I've ever had, unless they're a bold-faced fucking liar, they'll tell you I always took them on vacation, always paid for new clothes, we'd get our nails done, and I'd cover the check. You know, people will literally take, and, you know, from you until you have nothing left.